first YouTube episode of Beauty in the Ref. My name is Nkechi Kaiser. Just a little bit about me. I hail from the iconic city and state of Houston, Texas. I'm just an avid basketball fan. Oh, my hair about to fall off. It's okay. I'm just an avid basketball fan. Been loving basketball since I was a little bitty girl, growing up watching the legendary head coach Pat Summitt and Leon Barmore for the Tennessee Lady Vols and the Louisiana Tech Lady Texters. From there, my love of the game just pretty much grew, and I pretty much became a student of the game, and just garnered this respect for women and women's basketball as a player myself, and now as someone who was trying to make her mark in this basketball world, as a influencer, if you want to say.
What up, y'all? My name is Daron. I'm the ref, obviously, former high school ref. I love basketball. Played it, growing up. Coached my sister. I'm a writer, journalist. I've been loving the WNBA since '97. Since I found out we are gonna have a league, I just love women's basketball. I'm a Tennessee Lady Vols fan. Love the Sparks. Been riding with them since '97. But overall, I love the league. I love the game. I hope we can expand. I'm here to help or try to help do so. So hope you guys enjoy our show, Beauty in the Ref. We got episodes coming to you weekly discussing everything WNBA and women's basketball. So stay tuned and listen to what we got to say.
Right. Stay tuned. I mean, I think our main goal here is to give our view of the women's basketball world, but still be positive and I just said I wanted to positively impact this world in my own special way or whatnot. And I guess it's gonna be through basketball. Y'all, I'm sorry, we gotta go back. Yes, I am the beauty, as you can tell. And no, your cameras are not zoomed in. These are my nails. My nails are this long. So me and Darren want to go ahead and kick off this show with just honor. We want to just honor like women that we feel like kicked off the league or whatnot and gave it a kickstart, kind of so like our pioneers. And a player who I grew up watching, and I felt like I really do feel like she's not giving her just due or giving her credit, even spoke about that much, is Andrea Stinson. Now she was originally, when the league started, they began implementing players before they began drafting. So she was already implemented into the Charlotte team. And that was really wonderful because, she's from North Carolina. She graduated from North Carolina State University. She led them to a Final Four, I believe. She was the ACC Player of the Year. And it's pretty much, high scoring ranks at NC State. But then coming to the league and transitioning to the league, she was one of those well-known deadly sharpshooters in the early WNBA. She was the first player to have over 400 points per season between 97 and 98. She was the fourth player in the league to score 2,000 points. Not only that, she led the Charlotte Sting to an appearance in the 2001 WNBA Finals. She was a two-time WNBA All-Star. She was second team All-WNBA. Like, she had a list of accolades that went on. And the main thing I remember from Stinson were those nails. She always had her nails like painted. She always had them looking really nice. Like, you will always see those nails as like she was shooting the ball and was going to swish. That she was my girl. I don't know if you remember her though. Do you remember her?
Well, I remember Andrea Stinson, what they used to call her, Lady MJ.
Lady, right.
I just love the way she used to attack the rim, and like if she get the ball on the other end, she's going to beat you down the court and take it up strong. Like Andrea Stinson was like not to be messed with. Like her drive game was I just love the way she used to oop all around them. Like she was just amazing. I love
that iconic like one hand layup. She was just like, I remember she like do like this little double pump move and like take it up and just like, oh, like I want to learn how to do that. I remember watching her and Cynthia Cooper go head to head with each other, and they used to have like some really good battles between each other. Like her and Cooper in them early days, like yeah, Stinson was the girl for me.
Yeah.
She was that girl.
Okay, so the person, since you mentioned WNBA Finals, I had to think about somebody who was an icon on this spectrum of the West Coast. To me, she was in several WNBA championships. She got 2 rings. One of the first international players from Congo, the only player from Congo, the one and only Mwati Mabika. As an LA Sparks fan, I grew up watching her athleticism. Like I felt like she could dunk. Like Mwati had hops. Like even when she shot a 3-pointer, like her hops was just like the way she used to elevate her vertical. Like I'm just getting excited to talk about Mwati Mabika. I feel like the league.
She was only 6 foot.
She was only look 5'10", 5'11".
I
They
think
gave
she,
her 6 foot
but
with the shoes on. Yeah,
I
she
Mabika
was
was
up, but
good.
right. Yes, Milwaukee was just athletic, somewhat strong. She always had Lisa back. Her best year was in 2002 when we won the championship. She averaged 17 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Milwaukee did everything we needed her to do, and I feel like we just need to give her flowers because she don't get enough credit. She's one of the pioneers, of course, like I said, the original member of the Sparks. The Kimbe helped her get over here, averaged 10 and a half points over her 12-year career. She spent 11 years in LA. I love Milwaukee. Thank you, Milwaukee, for everything you did for LA, helping us get 2 rings, being good and nasty defense. Like, she was one of them defenders that, look, you hated to go up against Milwaukee Mabika because she's going to lock you down,
Like
lock you up. And if she didn't, Lisa Leslie had her back. So,
when they got
love you, Milwaukee.
Yukari and when they got Yukari Figs, and it was like Mabika, Yukari, Tamika Dixon, Lisa
Mika
Leslie,
Dixon.
like
Like, nobody was scoring on
I
us.
knew
But
like that right now was like this is a team. Like that was when the Sparks were the Sparks.
right.
Like
That's when it was a real squad. Like, really, like, man, like, hopefully we could get back there. But Milwaukee Mabika, definitely you deserve your roses. You did a heck of a job. 12 seasons in the league. You're a pioneer. You're one of the all-time greats. And I salute you, my queen. Thank you. Thank you.
I know we're gonna get back there because once we get in, it's a player I'm gonna say who is giving me what I feel like I used to in Wadi Mabika.
Okay.
And so we can just go ahead and jump into with the WNBA game. If y'all do out there who do not know if you don't watch the sport, WNBA is celebrating its 25th season, being the longest running professional women's sports league in the world ever. So with that being said, we had our debut games last week, and it was I did watch them all. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't. I did watch them all, but the main one, before I jump into the game, the main one that really just had me excited and I was ready for, of course, was New York versus Indiana.
Oh,
Now,
really?
yes, it was, but I'm gonna tell you this. The thing about it is, I'm gonna say this. I know everyone was excited to see Sabrina. I was just excited to see Michaela. Like I had been following Michaela Onyenwere since she was at UCLA. I'm gonna even say this since she was at high school at Grandview, and I really did want her at Tennessee, but I just felt like with UCLA and that Pac-12 style of play, she was gonna be perfect for that. So we all knew that Sabrina was gonna be Sabrina. Sabrina's coming off the injury. She's had time to rest. She's had time to watch the women's game. She's had time to pretty much learn more. I don't think anyone thought that Michaela Onyenwere was going to go off like she did, or that she was really just going to just shooting. She was everywhere. She was everywhere. But I don't think anyone was ready for her. Like, what she dropped, like 18 points?
18 points, the most ever by a rookie in a Liberty uniform. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of the people who were a little iffy on Michaela. You love her so much.
I
I
did.
like her game. I like her grit. She plays taller than she is, but I thought she was gonna have a problem sliding over to the three. But when she shot that first shot and it was in rhythm, and I was like, hold on,
It
that
just
don't look like the same Michaela that I saw
yeah.
at UCLA. And then she shot another one and went in. I'm like, okay, look, maybe they're in the gym. I ain't even mad. I ain't jealous. I love to see it because I want to see the Liberty do good. Like they're one of the original teams.
Right.
They been to the finals 4 straight years from 97 to
Had
99.
legends of this
And
game.
they still haven't gotten over the hump. So maybe this is the year for the Liberty and for the Knicks. I don't know.
I
Hopefully
feel like
I'm
they have the
praying.
pieces too.
Huh?
I feel like they have the pieces.
No, they definitely have the pieces. I like what they did in the offseason, picking up Natasha Howard. But I think the biggest, everyone's talking about Candace going to Chicago, and deservedly so, because Candace is a star. But I think the biggest offseason acquisition was getting Benaja Laney to New York. That was a steal. You see, she went off for 30 points. Baby was shooting. She's like in her element. Like, y'all, I'm a big Benaja Laney fan. I've been loving her since Rutgers, just like you've been on Michaela. But I just feel like this was the right spot for her. Like her and Sabrina. Like, okay, one thing I'm gonna need the Liberty players to get it together, because Sabrina gonna be dropping dimes all season. So y'all got to get it together. Make sure y'all catching them passes and don't let her get another 8 turnovers. But Laney is the only one, or one of the only ones, who you don't got to worry about that, because she's catching all of Sabrina's passes. That 30 points, I was happy. I love to see it, especially against her old team, the team that cut it for nothing.
For nothing. Cut for nothing. Like I know they're just. And I said this, and this is what I said about Benaja Laney. that is she's the prime example of when people say that you're a liability, you go and show them, no, I was the prime asset.
Right. She worked on her game. I'm not gonna lie. She got better, but she always had that fight, that defense in her.
Mhm.
But baby done worked on her shot. I'm gonna say she's an elite shooter in this league. You got to put a hand in her face and you got to guard her because she'll take you off the dribble and take you to the hole. As the Indiana Fever saw that this weekend, opening weekend.
it, so we had the Chicago game, not the Chicago game, that's later on. We had the Fever in the Fever in the Liberty. Like I said, was really impressed, just was so impressed with Michaela. And I know a lot of people were saying, and you even, like you said, you even addressed that. It was, could she make that move from being, pretty much a four to, a three? And it's just with me how New York was able to go in and really address that long range shooting of hers. And because at UCLA, it did look kind of methodical, very mechanical, very like, this needs to be here. I have to hit this point at a certain point in order for the shot to go in. Versus it was just so smooth and so fluid. But
Right.
going into that, this hat is gonna get on my nerve, but it's okay because it's cute. It's gonna get on my nerve, but it's cute though.
You kind of cute. You kind of cute.
I'm the beauty. I'm beautiful. Don't forget that, okay? But so going into that, it was for with the LA game. Now that was you. That wasn't me. Going into the LA game, we're both Sparks fans. So the first half, I was like, okay, all right, I guess life at the post Candace is gonna be okay. Going into the second half, I was just like, and then I was just like, then I'm just like, oy vey, like, what's going on? The
I,
same thing is going on with this damn hat, with this.
right, a mess. I mean, I don't know because, like, okay, it is Dallas, but everybody got to remember that this ain't the same Dallas from last season. They got some picks, they roster, they doing improving. I'm pretty sure that they're not gonna be at the bottom like they were last season, last couple seasons. But LA, I don't know. The offense just looked real stagnant, real. I don't know what like. Couldn't nobody hit a shot. I don't know. I'm gonna need some people to drive to the hole and dish it or something. Taya, I love you, baby, but you can't do the 1 for 10. E Wheeler, look. I was looking online and somebody was. I don't know if it was me or they were talking about how we started. We started Sykes, we started Tolliver, and then E Wheeler. And that's 5'9" and under. And I don't know how we gonna fare against Chicago when they got the 6-footers. And I don't know if we should, if Nia Coffee, because Nia, I like what she brought to the team. Like, Nia, she was a dark horse to make the team, in my opinion, but she's really stepped her game up, showing why she is in the league. I mean, like, she's one of those players that she can move. She's 6'2", 6'3". She could get to the basket. Like, I don't know who you would sit down because like Tolliver, Wheeler, and Sykes all deserve to start, but I think you might have to start Coffee maybe some games depending on the matchups. But saying that, I'm gonna need Brittany Sykes to have a breakout season. This got to be your season. It's your turn. It's your turn. You are our defender. You are one of the best defenders in the league. And now I need you to have that. What was that rookie year? Her first 2 seasons in Atlanta when she was just going off. I need that back.
She said she
You
wants
got it.
defensive player of the year. I need for her to come with it, like show that you
No,
should be in that
you can
award.
count on her defense. You're gonna count on that every game, but even if your shot not fall, I'm just gonna need you to take it to the basket because I'm gonna need Sykes to average at least 12 to 15 points for she has to for us to be successful, in my opinion.
I mean, I totally agree. Nia Coffey, like when you were talking about Mawadi Mabika, that's why I'm switching on, with Nia Coffey. Like she is super athletic. I know Coach Jeff McEwen at down Northwestern, he will play her as like that quick, really, fast, undersized post role, and she did thrive at it. So to see Fisher come in and kind of do something similar to that, you know, not not to call her like a utility player, but she's pretty much the kind of person like whatever you ask her, you put her in, you ask her to do it, she's going to do it.
Right.
Nia, I need you to be on the low block. She's going to do it. Nia, I need you on the perimeter. She's going to do it. Nia, I need you to do this, and Nia, I need you to do that. And I really think that she is going to earn that she has earned her roster spot but she's now going to show like I'm going to get those minutes and I'm going to make the most of them and I'm going to be efficient and effective when I'm in the game. And that was like my main takeaway. Like, of course, I was hoping to see, what Jasmine Walker was going to give us. I heard she had like a really good preseason. I was
Yeah, she
expecting to
did do
see
her
that in
thing.
the game. I didn't see that. So for
She
her,
threw up a couple of shots, but it's the first, first game. She did have a really good preseason. Coffee, now I wouldn't say she athletic like Mabika. That's a different type of athlete, but she is that player that you don't have to run no play for her, but she's going to get her. She's going to get on the board. She's going to crash the boards, get some rebounds, and get some offensive putbacks. I like her.
She's gonna do all
Yeah,
the work she needs to do.
she done worked on her jump shot. That mid range is flawless. I like to see her expanded to the three. She got a J. We could shoot. It's just we wasn't making nothing this game, man. Sometimes we got a
Right.
week to get it together, but that's not the way I wanted to start the season.
At
Come on,
all.
Sparks.
0 for 1. When was the last time the Sparks did that?
Not even 0 for
Like,
1 though, like 20-point loss. And I went and looked at the score, and I'm like, hold on. The Lakers didn't play the Mavericks today, and I'm like, dang, that's the Sparks. We lost by 20. What? We was no.
no, but then he's not even that. Well, but you know what? Not to like and be bummed down or whatnot about it, but I will say this. I like what I saw from NECA. NECA has like it has kind of established herself as I am the new face of this team. Like Candace is gone, I'm gonna have to be the one that's gonna have to carry the load of this team or whatnot. And I did like seeing NECA establish herself more. I just felt like it just was not consistent, or
Yeah, I mean,
it just wasn't there. Like it seemed like in the beginning everything was clicking. Like when they went up against Dallas, but then Dallas started clicking, and LA just was just I don't know. I just that was not a pretty game for the Sparks. It was a nice game for the Wings, but it just was not what I wanted out of the Sparks.
definitely wasn't what I wanted. Yeah, I mean, I agree with the NECA thing, but I'm just gonna need her to be more. This is me. We go like put the team on your shoulders. I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong thing to say because NECA already got a lot on her shoulders. But you the go to player now. Like, you need look. Your sister right there. I don't need you to pass it to her. Take it up. Like I don't know. I'm still distraught that we got whooped on by 23.
I was hoping to see like that Stanford magic that her and Chene had. Even back in high school when they had that connection. I'm not gonna touch on that or whatever, but but that connection that they had at Stanford that made them successful like they were, when they were in college. So I was hoping to see like an elevated version of that. And I'm not saying that we're not going to see it. I just didn't pretty much see it in the first game or whatnot. But with that, being said, I'm still a Sparks fan through
Of
and
course.
through. I don't
And this
think
is the first game. We still got faith in y'all ladies. We love y'all. We gonna be ride or die to the end. We just knew y'all was gonna come
I
out
wish
a
his hat
little
had
better
faith
than that.
in me.
Huh?
I wish his hat had faith in me because you just slide and slipping and sliding. And I
Uh
don't want to take it off, but
look, the hat says
the hat
you
is
you
the hat
only
is saying maybe you shouldn't have warned me, but.
the hat says your head is a little big. The hat said you only rented me out until 6.
You know
All
what?
right, so the next game, Chicago versus Washington. Now, I was kind of bummed because I didn't know Elena Deladon had back surgery in December, and I'm like, I was ready to see her and Tina Charles together. So that game was kind of like a bummer because they kind of blew them out. Although Candace did have her debut, she looked like Candace of old. She ain't slowing down. I don't know what Fisher was doing. Look, I ain't gonna even talk about
Nothing.
it, but
He didn't know he didn't. Is that bad?
my girl Copper did her thug thizzle again. I think Copper is going to benefit from having Candace Parker the most because now they got 2 point guards on their floor at or not at all times, but when they start. And Copper, the way she runs the floor, she knows how to get in those lanes. Her defense is like the bomb. That's what kind of reminds me of Mabika because her athleticism. She's real athletic. Copper's going to get a lot of. She scored 19. I like that little pass after Candace blocked. Who was that? Natasha Cloud full court pass. They're gonna be fun to watch. They're gonna be fun to watch. That's
But
all.
is it also that Candace just has this aura and this energy about her that she knows how to make the people around her better. And
Almost
I feel
definitely.
like going into Chicago and being around Coach Wade is like, you're a veteran. You're one of the best, if not the best in the world. And he is just pretty much letting Candace be Candace. He's not trying to make Candace do more than what she needs to do. He's just letting Candace be Candace. And I feel like, unfortunately, with Candace in LA, she had people that could do their job. They just did not do their job like they were supposed to all the time. And Candace felt like she had to overcompensate. Whereas now with Chicago, I see Candace is now
Freaky.
like she has made them better, and just her being there, especially like with Diamond. I think Diamond is having the time of her life, like is living her dream. Like, I never thought, I would, be playing next to, Candace Parker,
Right.
in the league. So I feel like everyone is starting to feel that energy. Because one thing about Candace is a winner. And I feel like that winning mentality that she has is starting to spread and trickle out and really infuse with that team. And I mean, need to say, I'm becoming a Chicago Sky fan. Like,
Look,
I
I was
still
waiting for
have
you to.
my sparks.
I
It's
knew you was gonna jump
like,
on the bandwagon, but I feel like I agree with you. I feel like Candace is like, LeBron, like wherever he goes, whoever he's playing with, they always play up. Like they play their best basketball. You ain't heard of no Anderson Varejao. He ain't played that great ever. But when LeBron was on in Cleveland, he was balling his ass off. So I feel like Candace got the Candace Parker effect. Everybody's gonna play to like their best abilities.
Kobe
I mean,
effect,
I don't know
was
what they're doing.
one around her better
Huh?
also. Kobe did that too. Kobe
Right,
did that
of
too.
course. Yeah, Kobe did that. I mean, the greats expect great from their teammates. And I feel like everybody on their P's and Q's, they don't even have everybody together right now. Dawson about to leave. I mean, Dawson leaving might be a good thing for them, but that's neither here
Because I
nor
feel like
there.
now you can put Stevens is at that 5 spot, and like, as her Stevens is more quicker, more athletic, she can shoot. So it's
Right,
kind of, and nothing against Stephanie Dolson, but Stephanie Dolson at Connecticut was a five that was a facilitator. You know what I'm saying? She was
right.
like, you could put Stephanie Dolson in that reverse triangle offense, and she would literally get that ball and know how to find her open teammate on the perimeter. And she was a high assist averaging, as a post, and that's fine. But I feel like with Chicago and what they want to do with Candace, they're going to be very run and gun, very way more athletic. And I feel like Stephanie Dolson fit does not fit what he's trying to do now. Now, I do feel like, and I'm so shocked, I really wish that Natasha Mack would have made that roster. Because I feel like
But
Natasha Mack,
they said they signed her because Dawson left for the
oh,
three
oh, oh,
three.
oh, oh, well, excuse me. So Dolson left and they got Mack. Excuse me. Sorry,
Yeah,
Natasha
you know
girl.
Dawson is on the 3-on-3 Olympic roster. So I mean, this might be good for Max. She could show them what she could do. Maybe get her spot, and maybe next year, because is Dawson a free agent next year?
I
I
believe
just,
she is.
I mean, Stephanie Dawson is a good teammate, a good person. I
Right.
like her. I mean, that's hard to
Well,
say
we
coming
thought it
from a
was a good
Lady
time.
Boss fan, but I just don't see her fitting in long term with the Sky. And
Especially with what they're trying to do now. You can see what Coach Wade is really trying to implement and get going in Chicago. And it's just like, yeah, baby, I don't see you really just being a
I'm
part of it, and not in a negative way, but it's just like how you're playing and your style of play is just
yeah.
not a fit right now. You know what I'm
And they
saying?
do have bigs, so it's not like they need her, but probably because of the cap wise, I'm sure that's why they kept her, because I'm pretty sure she guaranteed. But they got Stevens, like you said, they got Endure, or they got Mack again, they got Hebert, Parker. I mean, I don't know, Stephanie. I'm just saying.
My whole thing is this stuff. I really feel like, and not the jump subjects or whatever, but seeing this or whatnot, I really feel like I said, the WNBA needs to expand. Like, seeing Lexi Brown should be on someone's roster. Like, even though Unique Thompson got waived by Indiana, Unique Thompson, the walking double double, should be on someone's roster. Like, don't do that.
She's a Unique Thompson fan, y'all. I knew
I
she was gonna say
I
Unique
I
Thompson.
am.
You're so mad.
Unique. Unique. If you watch this and you ever want to come on the show, hit your girl up. Like, hit us up.
This is your biggest fan. Please hit her up. I'm about to hit.
Like Unique Thompson. I really am your biggest fan. Like, and I'm not even a fan of people like that, but I'm your biggest fan. Like, girl, I love you. Like, honestly, I just wish I had the confidence and like that work ethic you had, like, yeah, I'm gonna put on a face full of makeup, I'm gonna have on this face full of makeup, and I'm gonna give you 20 and 10. I'm gonna give you 15
Right.
and this and that. Like, I wish I had that back when I was playing, because girl, I was just, just the most shyest little thing or whatever. But to see you and just be like, so fully glammed out on national and worldwide TV, and in your glam, but still out there beasting, like, I love that. So yes, Unique Thompson, I'm your biggest fan. Besides your mama and God, I'm your biggest fan.
Not God. All
Right.
right, so next game, did you watch, or of course you watched it, but Las Vegas and Seattle, it was a good game, but Vegas just wasn't giving me what I thought they was gonna give. Like, come on, Vegas, like, I love Chelsea Gray, even though she left my Sparks. I love Raquana because, of course, baby, they have a squad. I just expected more from them. I thought they were going to win because they got Liz back. They got Kelsey Plum back. Even though they lost Angel, they're still stacked. They got De'Erica Hamby, De'Erica Marie.
That's what
I
they
mean,
did. Ain't that her name on Instagram, De'Erica
yeah, it is. So I'm like,
Marie?
I don't know. Like, I'm not saying they didn't play. They didn't play like my Sparks. They played good. They kept up with them. Seattle, not to take anything away from Seattle because they are the champions. They are good. They got Stewie. They got pieces. But I just thought that Liz and Asia together with the shooting, I just thought it was gonna be a better turnout. Now, granted, their shooters wasn't really hitting much, and I don't expect that to happen. The season. You're not gonna have too many games where Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, and Raquana can't hit much. So I'm excited to see what they do coming forward. I want to see the game tomorrow because I feel like Bill gonna have them more prepared. Um, yeah, I sneakily like Las Vegas, but because Chelsea left us to go there, I don't know if I could say that. I'm rooting for them right now. But I love me some Liz Cambage. I love
I'm
me
gonna say this though. It's really weird because I was not the biggest Asia Wilson fan when she was in college, because of course I'm
some. Of
Tennessee,
course, yeah.
she's in South Carolina. But I mean, I can appreciate her talent and what
The
she's
game,
going
yeah. She's a
through,
baller.
right, and how she's really balling. But I will say this: I am seeing I'm seeing nodes of when she was at South Carolina and she was playing the four and Coach was playing the five, and it just seemed like those two just really just could not find its balance. Like, it was just like it was size, and it's like it's too much size that really isn't meshing. And I hate to say it, but I'm getting that feeling in Vegas. Like, it's just her and Liz, I don't know, they have not gotten that connection to me. Like, they have not gotten that connection yet. Like, okay, I'm that five, you're that four. And maybe because Asia has not fully established herself also as a four. You know what I'm saying? She's still a forward center. Like, if Liz goes down, Asia can play the five and play the five well. So I don't know, because I really, on paper, I love them together, but it seems like in the games and in like, in action, I'm just like, oh, but on paper, I love them. Like,
Well,
on
if
paper, it looks nice, but it's like they get in each, they can get in each other's way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, they both could shoot. Asia done
Right.
extended her shot. What I really think it is their guards. Like, it'll be sometimes where Liz has some good. She open, posted, or Asia, and then they'll jack up a shot, or they won't find them. So I think that's why Bill was really looking for Chelsea Gray. He got Chelsea, but I'm gonna give them some time. It's only the first game of the season. They didn't play together last year. So I'm gonna give them some time, but I mean I get what you're saying, but it does take a minute because remember when the Sparks first got Delisha Milton, it took her and Lisa Leslie some
Right.
time to get used to jail. But then but that's different because Delisha is an Olympian. Don't get me wrong, I love you, D Nasty.
Right. But
She knew what her job was. I'm look, I got your back. Lisa, you do what you do. I'm gonna get these rebounds, make sure don't nobody touch you.
literally, she got Lisa's back. Because remember, Rick Mahorn
Right.
pushed her.
Ask Rick Mahorn.
Like,
But
oh, push her.
I feel like with Asia and Liz, they're both superstars. They just gotta I think they just need some time. Just give them a little time.
Right.
Cause Asia, she knocking down that three now. Liz can shoot the three too. So
I love
I'm
Liz.
gonna give them some time and maybe Bill will come with some better plays or something that is more conducive to them.
I love Liz. Like, do you ever watch her Instagram videos when she's showing like her workouts when she's working with the guy players or whatnot, her practice
I
players?
love when she be schooling the dudes because she
Oh
just
my god, because they really be trying to body her, and she
they be trying
just
to body her. She put the body right back on him and hit him with the drop step. She be throwing bows out there. Look,
and what I love about it is that like people are like, oh my god, she has guys that are shorter than her. So then when you put someone that's as tall as her on her, and she's like, no, like I can really school these
I
guys. Like,
do this. Yeah, I do this. I love Liz.
I
I
love
love her.
Liz. Like I love Liz. Liz. That's my girl. Liz is my girl. Liz is my girl. I like Liz. I
Shout
just
out to Liz Cam Beige,
what's
Fenty Beauty, Fenty Lingerie.
showing her. She had me rolling though when she said somebody got a bad view of her booty. Liz, I'm totally agree with that. I'm a girl who has a nice looking booty, but I do feel like a picture in the wrong angle can make your booty look horrible. Because
Look, the pictures I saw for Fenty Beauty were A-OK, Liz. Nothing wrong with them.
right. But she not your crush though. We all know who your crush is though, but she not your crush.
She one of them. Look,
One
she
of
up
them.
there. She up there.
She's one of them, but is she the
She
crush?
not the Cheyenne Parker will always be my first love. Oh baby,
I keep her
you
up.
and only
No.
you. That's why I'm a Atlanta Dream fan. Speaking of Atlanta Dream, now I don't know what they're gonna do because they look they didn't get blew out. They was just real stagnant up and down. They full of guards. They got shooters. They got scorers. Courtney Williams, Ari McDonald. They got Kennedy Carter. They just got Tiffany Hayes. Feel like I'm still missing somebody. I I don't know. I feel like they're gonna have to make a trade or something because I feel like that's a lot of guards, a lot of ball dominant guards, and they wasn't getting my baby Cheyenne Parker the ball enough for
At
me.
all. At all. At all. At all. At all. Like at all. It's like
Yeah,
I don't know what to say. I really don't have nothing to say with that game. That game was just pretty much because I'm gonna say this.
my
My
baby wasn't even
expectations
playing.
were just I feel like my expectations were up here and like my expectations were probably like at 100 and some of the games only gave me like 80% of the 100 I was looking for, and not in a bad way, but it's just like I was ready to see like some high energy kind of play, and I did kind of see like some stuff that was very much so like mid tempo when I was I was expecting to see guns a blazing, and
Yeah,
honestly like even with the with the Phoenix game, was it Phoenix in Minnesota?
yeah.
That game to me was like a mid-tempo game that just had a really good moment at the end.
And was it really good because WNBA? How does the shot clock even stop like that? The refs gave them a point. I think the refs just counted the basket because they were scared of Diana Taurasi. They didn't want to see her at the elevator. So I
So,
just that look, we gotta do better, WNBA. The league gotta do better as a whole. We gonna touch back on that later. I'm gonna get on ESPN too, but yeah, I mean I feel you. Phoenix is one of those teams where like they could be really good, and then sometimes they could just look like, eh. Like when they played against Connecticut, I thought they were gonna win. They started off good, and then sometimes they go away from BG like she's open. Give her the ball. You got the biggest
who's
player
gonna
out
stop
there.
that? Who was gonna stop that?
Who's gonna stop her? Now, granted, Connecticut did have Jonquel Jones, and them two going against each other is always a great matchup. But I don't know. And then I don't know. I just felt like Phoenix had it, and then they fumbled. They had the bag, they fumbled. And I don't know. Kia Nurse, I'm just gonna say this: you had a bad season last year. Forget about that season. I feel like she's just thinking about it too much. Like she's hesitant on her shot because last year she was just throwing threes up and they wasn't going in. But this year, like I seen her a couple times open and she pump fake and took it to the hole. Just shoot, baby. Just shoot. You could,
Right.
what my grandma say, you can only do it two things: make it or miss.
Right.
I
Even
feel
the
like
low
they need
window is
more. They're
not.
gonna need some more from Kia Nurse while Bria Hartley is out. So I think Phoenix is one of those teams that should have been trying to look at Lexi Brown because when Sky is off the court, they point. I mean, Patty is good, but she's really a two guard to me. So I don't know. I just feel like they should have won that game in Connecticut and they did it.
I just feel like honest and like nothing's perfect because I look at NBA teams like and nothing wrong. And let me just say this: a lot of people are like, oh, people always criticize them. People say it's boring, this and that. There are NBA games that are snoozers. Let's just get that out there.
There was
They're
a lot of them on last night. Shit, he should.
exactly they're in.
Anytime the
Honestly,
Kings or the Magic are playing,
and, and honestly, let's be for real. As an avid basketball, I'm be for real for when I get on the NBA. Sometimes the NBA does not pick up until it's playoff time and it's something on the line. That's when you see the best basketball being played. To be
right.
honest, so the NBA does have some games that are snoozers. My whole thing with the WNBA, I just feel like these some of these teams still have work to do, and you can kind of see like some teams, they just have better chemistry, and that's probably why they were winning. It wasn't more so, talent and athleticism. It was kind of like chemistry was winning these games more than
Right.
anything. This
Exactly. I
opening,
think that's a good point. But you also got to remember that everybody comes no isn't at camp at the same time. It's
right,
not they don't have the luxuries of the NBA. They still
right.
some women still making their money when training camp starts. So you can really tell like, who's all, who's been together more, So yeah, I got you, but
But honestly, with that though, I'm kind of happy with it though. Like, because like you said, a lot of these women do go overseas. We got the new CBAs, but I'm happy that a lot of these players now are starting to get endorsements and go after endorsements. Like, at least they're doing what they can to get more money in these young ladies' pockets.
right.
And I'm happy to see that. Like, a WNBA, I don't think we're gonna ever see where a WNBA rookie is getting what an NBA rookie gets. I mean, it just was not designed that way. But we can see where they can get at least enough money to where it's not, well, just such a big discrepancy. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Right.
big
Or they don't
discrepancy.
have to go overseas every year. They could take some some falls off, like we get in there. And I think NECA, the WNBPA, all the women who sacrifice, put in their blood, sweat, and tears into it. They're making steps, they're making progress, but in due time, I feel like it's going to get there. Like, I watched the Slam interview with Sue Bird and them, and they said that they want to see their first $1 million contract. And Sue was like, no, we're going to see it. Like, it's going to happen before we pass away. So, like the league needs to expand. I hope more people invest, like the Oprahs, the LeBrons, everybody talking, but put some money up. Get you a team together. LeBron, I see you got the Boston Red Sox. Go ahead and start a WNBA team up there somewhere.
I mean, the talent for it is there. Like, there are a lot of
Yeah,
there
there's
are
a
a lot
lot
of
of women who,
players
yes.
that can ball. And honestly, like a league of 12 teams, and especially with the longevity of women basketball players, like they play until the toes fall off, literally. So
Right.
it's like you have so much talent that's coming in. Like Sue Bird, that joke she made when Kiki Urban Harrigan said, "You're my mom's age." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that new generation of those generation of players are now in the league. And
Right.
so it's like we need to expand, and the WNBA needs to expand and get more backing with these teams and really just give their all, because there is just so much talent out here. And the thing about it is that if you're not growing, you're staying stagnant. Like, you have the fear of growing, but my whole thing is this: I fear the WNBA not growing, but I also fear them getting smaller. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Of course.
Easily, 12 can go to 11, and then
Or 10 or back to 8. But
leave it off. I'm just leaving
right.
it off. Like,
I feel you. I feel like we should hopefully we could get two more teams within the next 5 years, at least two more, because the talent that's coming in, the next couple draft classes look nice. And I would hate for, like there's no G League. Where can these women go to get better?
right.
They gotta wait till, fall to when they go overseas. So I definitely hope that the league will see expansion, because what they said, 12, that's a whole round of women, not literally, but technically 12 players didn't make it. So it's like,
If you're third round pick, it's like a long shot that you make.
right, it's really a
Like,
long shot. So shout out to, I think one made it this year. I forgot her name, but a girl from Indiana. She
right.
made it. She got in the game.
So I just feel like we need, like, yeah, like,
We need invest in our ladies, man. A lot of y'all have daughters. You know what be killing me? Like the people
bet
be
on
hating on
women, bet
Twitter.
on women.
Yeah, better women. They be doing all the talking, all of that, and then the next post is then with their daughter. Like, you can't be talking smack about the women's game. Then you got a daughter. What happens when she grow up and want to play? We're gonna bring them tweets out like, "Daddy, you was
Oh,
over
my daughter
here
ain't gonna play
arguing
like
with."
that. I'm gonna make sure my daughter play like me. She gonna play like a dude. That's what they be saying. Like, my daughter gonna be like,
Knowing they can't even hang with these players, like.
No, 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 no. It be so crazy. Like some of these men, they can have so much to say about women's basketball players, but they can even get a D1 or a D. They could not even get D1 or D2 scholarship. They had no offers coming out of high school, but
Right.
they criticize. They criticize these women like so bad, and I hate that. I really do hate that.
And I don't get it. It's like okay, haha, you did a kitchen joke, but like, at what point do you be like, okay, I don't want to watch this. I could just scroll past it. Like, people on social media be killing me with that. Like, you don't have to put the women down just because you don't watch it. Like, I'm pretty sure these women can ball you up, beat you. Like, it, look, we gave
Like,
them too much time already. The
I mean,
trolls of the WNBA. This is to the 25th season. It was a lot of haters saying they wasn't gonna be here after. It wasn't gonna make it past one, not five, not 10. They in the 25th season, dog. So just get the ladies a hit
25.
for the 25th season. Val
Thank you,
Ackerman, thank you.
Renee,
David Stern, Renee Brown, Lisa, Cheryl, all of them, all of the pioneers. Thank y'all.
Andrea,
Thank y'all.
Vicky, Rhonda,
Cynthia, whew, I was happy when she retired. I was tired of
Rhonda,
Cynthia Cooper. You know how many times in the
Rock.
summertime my grandma laughed at me because I was so mad that y'all was whooping on the Sparks.
Remember 2000? That was supposed to be our year because he was beating them all season.
Oh God. Okay, let's not go back to the past because
And
Lord,
yes, I know y'all like they probably like, did she say she from Houston? Yes, I'm an H Town girl that was a Sparks fan. I was not a Comets fan at all.
but now I miss them. Can we bring back the comments?
Bring them
Bring them back, please.
back, please. Can we get them back, please? I feel naked without my hat no more. Like I'm on
Oh
my.
no, baby. You still beautiful.
It don't want to cooperate. Like I feel like this outfit is nothing now.
Oh.
Like, I feel like I got it from Pretty Little Things, though.
It's cute, whatnot. Your hair just a little too big today. A
No,
little like.
just a little bit. It wasn't doing this at the photo shoot. Hell.
All right, so you want to tell us what you're feeling and introduce your new segment?
Yes. Okay, guys. So I have this segment called Three Things I'm Feeling. And sometimes it's gonna be more than three, just saying. But basically it's like, I just pretty much go out and say, what I love or some things I saw, and I was really feeling them, around the basketball world. So the three things I was feeling, one was 144. Don't know if y'all caught it, but it was a WNBA documentary documenting the Wubble season, last season on ESPN. Um, I'm gonna say this. That was a very heartfelt documentary. It just was not all about basketball. It was more about basketball life
Mm-hmm.
and the life of a female athlete. What a lot of people don't see that these women go through, i.e., when their mothers and their children come on the road with them. They really, not to get in life, but not everyone has a husband. A lot of NBA, a lot of NBA players that have children, they got the wives at home with the kids. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
With these women that don't have that. So these kids are, on the road with them. They're growing up on the road with them. So just to see that, with especially with Tiana Hawkins and her son.
Yeah, that right there for me, I don't know because it like I don't know. It was just of course it was a touchy subject, Black Lives Matter with the shooting and everything that was going on, and just the way she like her emotion, her crying had me over here like, oh no, and then you gotta explain to your child or try to, and like it's a slippery slope, but like as a black man, it's just I don't know. It was a lot. I didn't know. I didn't know 144 was gonna have me over here about to get my tissues out and stuff. It was a great documentary. I tip my hat off to Shanae and all the producers, everybody who worked on it. It was real. They really did a good job. But
Even with
that
Derek and Hamby making me want to have a look. Like I want a daughter now. Like I want a little girl. Like I want a child. I have one. She about to be 18 and go away to college or whatnot. But I want another one.
get on my nerves. You ain't got no kids. You ain't got no
I ain't
kids.
got no
I
kids.
mean,
I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no kids. I didn't give birth. I didn't give birth to her. She didn't grow in my womb, but she grew in my heart. You know what I'm saying?
you get on my nerves. But De'Erica, I feel like Maya need to be signed with Jordan too because I mean, like, how can you not like the kids? Like, it was cute. It was cute. It was cute.
But I'm gonna say this: the one part of that whole documentary that got me was Courtney Williams' realism when she was like, "Y'all talking in circles right now. What are we gonna do?
What are we
Don't
gonna do?
say
Because
it to
I came
nobody,
here to ball.
huh?"
I gotta get my check. I
She
look,
was like,
look.
because like she said, there are people that eat off of us. Like, so what are we doing? Like, let's be for real. And honestly, I could do nothing but respect it because like there are some people that like, well, like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And Courtney was like, this is what we need to do. What are
Right,
y'all doing? Because I'm gonna say what we need to do. And she was just real, and I can respect that. It wasn't her being abrasive or being brash or trying to be the villain. She was just like,
right,
no, we are grown women. Let's not talk in circles. What are we gonna do?
right.
And I appreciated that. Like, baby, I got the message. I got the message. It's kind of like when you have a team meeting, with your colleagues and whatnot, and y'all talk about y'all gonna address this with y'all supervisor, your manager, and when you get into the meeting or whatever, you want to talk in circles, and you're like, no, 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 no. That's what we said we was gonna talk about. This is what
That's
we gonna talk about. And I
definitely.
feel like Courtney had that moment. Like Courtney was that colleague that was like, listen,
She's
I
that one colleague everybody sees at every job. Cause
hello. Hello. When they asked who the union for, who head of the union is gonna be for the team, Courtney Williams, like.
But I also, it was a little tidbit in there with Elena Coates too that it was kind of similar when she was like, "Well, people need to stand on their own convictions and say what they feel. Don't just like try to go with what everybody else is saying." So
Right.
that's what I also like. You can really see the sisterhood. Like Elena Coates is not like no superstar, Candace Parker, but she's a part of 144, and everybody has their own voice. And so I felt like we need more of these. We need to know these players. I mean, we know the Candace Parkers, the Asia Wilsons, the Stewies. Well, give us some Elena Coates. Give us some Courtney Williams. Give us let us see. Let us inside WNBA. For years, we've been asking. And I'm finally starting to see more, more social media outlets and more, influencers or whatnot. But I feel like the league has to do it themselves. Like, put something out. Give us something. Come on. We got cameras. They just give a girl a camera and let them do some behind the scenes. Remember they used to have inside stuff. Can we get a WNBA stuff, inside stuff?
And if you ain't got the people for it, hire people to do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Hire people to do it. We'll do it. You got two people. Oh, we don't have the people. You got two people that's ready to sign the offer letter right now. But I'm happy that you said that because the second thing I was feeling was actually the elevated social media presence of these women. Like you now see on Instagram, you see these girls have blue check marks. Like people are following them. People are interested in them. I remember there was a time when like Skylar Dickens was the only one people were talking about. Like granted, she's a very beautiful girl, but she was like, the pretty girl, you know what I'm saying? People felt like she was the only one. Now we have a league where, even if these girls, you see their personality, you see their fashion sense, you really get to see them because of how social media has now elevated that. And I would like to see that now transferred and translated into the viewership because these girls literally have like over between 10 to 20,000 if you're Taya Cooper, millions of people following you. That should translate to the viewership. Like you have people watching them. But I am so loving it because there would be times like even back in our day when we would talk about a player, people would say who, you know what I'm saying? Right. I don't know her. But now my little cousin who doesn't even watch basketball follows Taya Cooper. You know what I'm saying? She follows Diddy Richards. She now follows Kaiser Gondrasek. Like these girls have this elevated presence in social media now, and I'm loving that. I just want to see that now translated to the league or translated to men's basketball because they have viewers, they have people that are following them. Feed off of that. 20,000.
Feed off of it. Another thing, and not to cut you off, but
because you did, but it's okay.
Before I forget, I got a bad memory. Dear WNBA, can we get more than one commercial each year? It'd be like the same. They make one commercial and then they play it. And after the first weekend, I'm tired of the commercial already. I'm tired of it. I love LaTrina Robinson. Every time I hear a voice, I stop and watch the same commercial. Can we get like at least 3 or 4 commercials per summer? Like, how hard is it?
How many commercials with Carla Pratt and Lisa Leslie and
bring some Nike. Where y'all at? Adidas. I seen that one commercial, Adidas. I seen that one commercial with the little girl at the end. Can we get some diversity or on
Who's
these
that commercial?
advertisements?
It was the
Huh?
commercial with Ruthie Bolton Holyfield when they was singing. Remember that
Yeah,
commercial?
yeah, I didn't really like that one, but yeah.
I liked it. I loved it. It was that one. It was the one, with Kyla Pratt was, was
Those
sticking up
were the
out this.
best. They need to bring those back. Those were Nike commercials, and I'm waiting for somebody at Nike to say, "Oh, we got a gold mine. Let's just
Gotta
get
go back.
Maya. She saw it. Her mama's with Team Jordan. Look, can we do that or what?
Not
Can
even
we
that.
tell Maya to be the new Kyla Pratt and be like, your mama,
Hello,
your mama
right?
didn't hit no buzzer beater on the Chicago Sky though, did she? Like,
All about this '90s nostalgia and the '90s coming back. Bring that
look,
back. Bring back.
we need to get
Bring
in
back the
De'Erica's
'90s advertising
DM.
with WNBA.
We need to get in De'Erica's DMs. Just let her say it's her idea. I don't care. I just want to see the commercials. Those
I,
would be some nice Jordan
I'm
commercials.
I'm going to send that commercial to her. Even then, Lisa Leslie had this one commercial when she was like going out a date with her boyfriend. She's like, I can't decide what to wear. Like I can't decide what to
Oh
wear.
yeah, she put the
And it
tennis
was
shoes on.
right. She needs to put tennis shoes on with the dress. I remember. You remember when Lisa Leslie had a Subway commercial?
Subway, I don't remember that.
She had a Subway commercial and she was saying like, because I think they were introducing salads and whatnot. And I remember
Mm.
she said, she had like, her favorite toppings were like, her good luck words and she would take a shot or whatever.
Oh
But
no.
yeah, like it was stuff like that, like advertise these women more, let's see them more. Like you said,
Remember that Bird commercial when she was at the market and it was like number 10, number 10, then he's number
yes,
10.
yes, that like we don't have that no more.
Give us something
Even
up in bed. We tired of these that same one commercial.
it
They
was
off
one. It
summer.
was another one with this one guy. He was like, when I was playing basketball with the boys today, I felt just like Marie Ferdinand.
Oh
Flash
yeah, I
in
remember
and
that.
out, this and that. Basketball is basketball, no matter who's playing it. Like,
We need to hello marketing. We need to we got some ideas.
hello. I was about to give up my number, but you can hit me up at beautyandtheref@outlook.com and we will gladly
So what else
respond
you
to you as
feeling?
well
What
as
else you
out.
feeling?
Huh?
So what's the third thing you feeling, or did I miss it?
So
Did you
the
say third?
third thing I was feeling, let's see, because my tablet died. The third thing I was feeling is, we're Tennessee fans we're big Tennessee fans all the way through. Tamika Catchings being inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, the first Lady Vol to be inducted into the Naismith Hall of Fame. Now we're all over the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, but to be in a Naismith Hall of Fame and to be with the class she was with, but Tamika Catchings, and it was her speech, from a shy little tomboy with the speech impediment to a Hall of Fame inductee. And Tamika and what you saw with her was just always a student of hard work, and it was just only fitting that she went to Tennessee. And anything she gets on from here on out would not be a shocker to me because she's earned it.
Right. Look, Tamika, I love her so much at Tennessee. She was like, I mean, granted, we did have Samika, we had Host Claw, and we had people before her who were good at what they did, but she was like that first player on the women's side to me who played 110% on both ends of the floor, like defense and offense. Like Cheryl Swoops, yeah, she's a great defender, but she wasn't like she played them passing lanes. Tamika all up in your like.
Right.
Tamika didn't take no plays off, no days off, no nothing. Like
Like when
you
she was
deserve
down
it.
with
My
the
hat's
ACL
off.
injury her senior year, I cried.
I missed that game, and the next game when we played, I turned it on like where Tamika. I seen her with the crutches. I hollered, man. But yeah,
She was gonna win it.
you
That was
congratulations, Tamika. You more than deserving. You're a legend. You're a legend. I love you, but you're gonna have to do better next draft because they coming for your head. I don't know. Look, number 4 pick, Kira, what's her? She's a beautiful lady. She's not bad. Look, she played really well at West Virginia her senior year, but
I'm gonna say this though. Tamika Catchings, I love you. You made me want you had me ask my mother when I started playing ball to move to Dallas and relocate to Duncan. But I wanted to be a Pantherette so bad. It never happened, but just that was just your influence goes that far back with me, and I love it. But I do have an honorary fourth thing that I say that I'm feeling.
We're gonna be here all day messing with you.
No,
Go
we're
ahead.
not. No, we're
What you
not.
feeling? What else you feeling?
I think you're gonna like this one. Bernard Laney's scowl.
Ooh,
Like
get
when
out my
that
head.
widow's peak gets tight, you know she about to.
She about to throw some buckets. Look, I love when she, ooh, that scale. You stole that one from me because
I did.
when
I
she look, when she do that scout, she's gonna either lock you up or give you a bucket. And you better get out of her way because she gonna take it to the hole or she gonna drain the three on you. But Nija, keep it up. I love it. I love it in New York.
like
Oh,
you keep it up. Like she's on my fan. On my fantasy teams. You know what I'm saying? Like
right. She's a baller. She's gonna give you buckets. I love that scout though. I do.
so, y'all. That was my segment. Darren has his own segment. What's your segment
She gave
called?
me a little segment. You know, I got a little segment. I'm gonna call it the refs and one. It was supposed to be technical foul of the week, but I'm gonna keep that technical foul of the week for right now because I'm griping. I got to gripe.
Rejected. That's all I want to know.
Y'all know I'm good at complaining. So I'm just speaking to ESPN. ESPN, I thank y'all. ABC, we got coverage on the weekend. We had some good games. ESPN, can y'all just do a little better job of reporting the games and letting us know how, like, y'all talk about the Liberty versus Indiana game, and all we see is the buzzer being by Sabrina Ionescu. Y'all barely say anything about Benaja Lady scoring 30 points against the team that cut her. Like, can we lead with the same, like, like we do with the NBA? You
The most
first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, can we at least get a couple of, replays from the first and second half? Like, all we get is Sabrina. And now, granted, I'm not a Sabrina hater. I love her game. She's already a great point guard, one of the best passers currently playing. But dang, can we learn what else? Michaela scored 18, the most by Liberty freshman rookie. Y'all
rookie.
ain't mentioned that. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Look, Big T had what 20, 22, 23, and 16 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell still a bucket. Like ESPN, I love y'all, but I feel like they do the bare minimum. Like they just okay, we're the worldwide leader in sports. We're gonna do this.
But
Sabrina's
give
here.
us
Okay,
a base
Diana
model with
Taurasi.
the fully loaded.
Yeah, like give us something. Like I love ESPN. Don't get me wrong. I'm always watching it. But come on, do the ladies a little better.
Okay,
Like,
don't
come
give me
on
the base
now.
model. I'm a Hellcat. Period.
I'm just saying, like the ladies deserve a full recap of the game. All we see is the one 3-pointer made by Sabrina Ionescu. Y'all talk about Stewie a little bit. Yay, but ESPN, please do better. That's all I gotta say. Oh,
Um,
the refs. One more thing. Them refs, WNBA, y'all gonna have to do something with these refs. Cause one thing I noticed is they don't know what to do with the bigs. Like Brittany Griner, Jonquel Jones,
they don't.
like Liz Cambage. Like it's been a lot of BS calls. Tierra McCowan got kicked out. I don't know what she said. Maybe she said something nasty. I don't know. But it's just like Brittany Griner shouldn't have fouled out against Connecticut. Like it was at least 2 calls on her that were really BS. So from a little person who's a ref, I just feel like they need to do a better job refing these bigs because
And it needs to be consistent with how they
yeah,
ref because you don't want to have you don't want to mess up the flow of the game. It needs to be consistent with how they ref. And it's just I feel like the women's game is elevating. It's truly elevating, but the refs have not elevated. They're still
right,
refing old school basketball
right.
for the
And it's
women,
like
not the men, but for the women. And it's just like,
when I
yeah,
was watching the game, like BG, she was taking a lot of licks, and then they called like a ticky tack foul on her. It wasn't even a foul. I was like, these refs got to do better. Just put it that way, cause I'm gonna put in the application once I drop a couple pounds. Come for your job. Yeah, do better, refs.
that's how I got. I mean, that's you. I mean, I'm totally in affirmation of what you say. For it and with it. But is there, so you got that out the way. Is there anything like any game that you want to see or you think they would need to tune in and watch?
Well, I'm gonna run it back for the Las Vegas versus Seattle game tomorrow because I just feel like Las Vegas got to give me something. They got to give me more than what they gave on the opening night. So I'm looking forward to that. I want to see Cambage go off. I want to see Chelsea Gray beat Chelsea Gray because I don't know that
So with that being said, so you
what you want to
told us the
say?
game we should tune into, but who do you feel that from what we've seen, these past couple games, who do you feel like is the player that's under the radar that that you feel like now is
Yeah.
under the radar and now needs that light shined on her?
Well, I got two, and I already mentioned one earlier. Kalia Copper, I'm a big fan. She's athletic. She's a bucket. She's gonna ball. She's gonna ball, ball on both sides of the ball. She play defense, offense. She run the floor. She's one of those sneaky good players that you look up and be like, "Dang, Kalia got 21 already." Like, look out for Kalia. She got a lot of veterans on her team, so her numbers ain't gonna always be 21, 30 points. But she always gonna do the little things to help get a W. And
Okay.
then another one, Alicia Gray. Now, Alicia always been a baller, but she always been like, I don't want to say timid. That ain't the. She's like a team first player. Maybe she's figuring out that a lot of people can't guard her. She can do it all. She can shoot, take you off the dribble. I just like her game because she just let it speak for herself. She don't do a lot of trash talking. I
She
really never
does,
heard her
and she
speak
handles
much at
business.
all.
She
She
handles
she she
business.
handles business. That's what she does.
But
So
she was like that in college too. She handled her business.
yeah, she do what she do, and she don't need a lot of hoorah. A lot of people pumping her up. She one of them silent assassins. So there was my two under the radar players. I'm hoping they have good games, just not against my Sparks because Alicia you already did this once. Don't do it again now, okay?
Like, we got the play under the radar for you, and these, viewing these opening games and seeing everyone. Who was your player of the week? Like, who was that player that you was like, yeah, she gets the major props of the week? Who was that player for you?
It can't be nobody other than Benajelani herself. Like you average 25 points the first two games. You balling. The scowl is on Scowler. Like I mean, who else? I mean, you could have gave it to Sabrina. She hit that shot, but them 8 turnovers kind of. But a lot of those turnovers weren't her fault though. Look, y'all gonna have to catch them dimes, but it got to be Benaja. Like this is a story that needs to be told. Like she got cut from her team. She balled out in Atlanta. She came back, balled out of Atlanta, then got a free agent contract, and now she's doing her thug thizzle in New York. Like why ESPN ain't talking about this? If this would have been a man who got cut, then went to another team, went to the Hawks, balled out, and now he balling for the Knicks, we would hear about that all day.
Because
I'm just saying, show my girl some love, ESPN.
they
Man,
treat these girls like they Calvin Booth. No shade to Calvin Booth.
you a fool for that one.
you
I
know,
got to get back for that.
but I mean, you had your player of the week or whatnot, with Benajelani. I'm gonna say this: I have a rookie of the week, and it was none other than Michaela Onwuede. Like, baby girl, she did it. Michaela did it. Michaela did it. No need, 18 points first game, 11 points second game. The girl showed that not only am I a first round draft pick, I'm a starter and I'm making my presence felt. You're gonna
And
see.
she did her thug thistle against on the defensive end. At first, I was like, "Oh, she can't stick Lavender. Lavender gonna eat her up." But
Nah, Lavender didn't know what to do with that. She was too fast.
right,
And not only that, with Michaela's mid range shot, and what I noticed about her and what I love, Jantel Lavender was like, what, 6'4", 6'5". Michaela was able to elevate over her and hit some shots. Like, she's put in the work. And
she
I
has
hope to
to
see that.
work.
Like, I'm hoping to see that. Need I say it, if she keeps this up, future Olympian, for 2020, what, 25, down the line, we might be seeing, New York, you did good. You did good.
Okay, don't start jumping to no conclusions,
Oh,
man.
shut up.
All right, so each day before we go, y'all, we want to play a little game. Y'all know what it is: start, bench, cut, where we throw out
They
some
don't know what it is.
people.
We're gonna introduce it to them. So
Y'all
basically, Darren, like,
played start, bench, cut before. You start one. It's like Mary. Well, what's the other one? Date, Mary, kill, or something like.
Nate
Anyway,
Mary Kill,
y'all
yeah,
know.
we
Y'all know what start, bench, cut is. It's self-explanatory. Don't make our fans think that it's slow. Okay.
they're not slow, but basically, Darren likes to get on my nerve. So this is like a chance for him to like really get under my skin and make me make hard decisions and like further like tick me off. I do the same thing to him. So I mean, I'm so joking. I love the hoodie. I love it.
Thank you.
Fanatics was sold out of my size. I kind of did lollygag around and think like, ain't nobody gonna try. There's no one out here that's gonna get a 4X, 5X shirt. Like, I'm a big girl. I don't think nobody's gonna get it.
Go get the 25th anniversary sweater.
How much
It's
is it?
only $70.
Only $70.
Only $70.
$70. I mean, I got a little hot little $70 I can throw at it. But so we do our bench cut. So usually I go first, but I don't trust him this time, this go around. So I'm gonna let you go first, Real. Who you got?
Okay. Are you sure?
Oh yeah, you go first. You go first.
So being that we got our announcement, congratulations, Yolanda Griffiths and Lauren Jackson for being named 2021 inductees to the Hall of Fame. I might as well just add them to my start bench cut. Okay. So it's gonna be Yolanda Griffith, Lauren Jackson, and your favorite forward, Natalie Williams.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you done did. I see what you did. Okay. I'm starting Natalie. I'm starting Natalie.
Do that.
I'm starting Natalie. I mean, Natalie has a resume. Natalie, only player in the history to ever, be a first team All-American in volleyball and basketball.
Not also the only one on that list without a WNBA championship.
Not even that. Not even that. She is an Olympic gold medalist. And an all-star. So, starting Natalie. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to.
I'm excited to hear this one.
I'm gonna bench Yo.
Okay.
I'm gonna bench Yo. And the only reason I'm cutting Lauren is because Lauren pulled off Lisa Leslie ponytail back in 2000 Olympics. And I still ain't got over that. I still ain't got over ponytail gate 2000. Like, I ain't got over it.
And when that happened, I said, no, she didn't. I was glad she snapped her ponytail and threw it too. Like, get that out of here. Ooh. Lisa had to put the flag on. Look, that was the first time the American flag to save the woman. Look, baby. Look. Now that I'm an adult, I could really appreciate the greatness of Lauren Jackson because baby was so good. She made Lisa Leslie better. Like,
right.
When we played Seattle, I hated playing because her and either Lisa was gonna get in foul trouble, either they was about to start acting like they was fighting. Or Lauren was giving us buckets, and it was just
like Lauren would hit them threes, and Lisa would purposely go back down in the court and be like, "I can do that too." And Lisa would literally drain them threes. Like, that's one thing. I wish I would have got this. I wish I would have got to like more of Lisa's like perimeter skill set because baby girl had it.
Lisa had it all, but she was like Kobe too. Like she worked, like because when the league first started, she was not making that 3-pointer. She was barely shooting threes. She was shooting maybe a 15-footer, but Lisa was really in the gym. She really perfected her craft, and that's why she's my favorite all time. She's my all-time GOAT. I mean, everybody talk about DT. I love Cynthia Cooper. I love Cheryl Swoops, but it's Lisa Leslie for me.
I'm gonna say this though. I don't think mine was because mine was more so like a little. I would say mine was more so like of women that probably were not celebrated as much in WNBA or whatnot, but they
like them too. Players. Okay, throw it at me. Let me see.
So I went the forward center route like you, and I did Jennifer Gillum. So you have the star bench cut.
I love
Jennifer Gillum, Monica Lamb, and Rhonda Mount. Who are you starting? Who are you benching? And who are you cutting?
That's easy. See, you be making it easy for me. I'm gonna start Jennifer Gillum because I mean she's one of the GOATs, of course. And I'm gonna bitch. Who was the second one? Rhonda Map.
Rhonda Map and Monica Lamb.
Monica Lamb, she's gonna get cut because I ain't even fooled with her because when she was wearing that Comets jersey, I want nobody that was wearing Comets jersey. They was just really breaking my heart. They was really breaking my heart in 97.
She was really like the steal. Like she was the steal. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And she was but she was worth Thug Thizzle though. I'm not saying she's not a baller because clearly she's a champion. But they was winning, we wasn't. I still ain't got over that, Monica. Did you do two or you did do one today?
Did you? How many you did? Because I did one more.
I mean, I could just pull some off the top of my head. You know, I'm
Not pull
good
some
with
off the
it.
dome. Well, you got who you got from the? Well, did you pull off the dome? Then who you got? Pull off the dome. You're on the spot right now.
Okay, here we go. Point guard edition. Flashy point guard edition. Well, okay. Tisha Penichero,
Okay.
Nikki Teasley,
Okay.
and Courtney Vandersloot.
Um, starting Tisha. No, yeah, starting Tisha, benching Nikki, and cutting Courtney. Sorry, Courtney, you gotta go. Them is. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm Nikki Teasley with no bad knees. Courtney Vandersloot wasn't touching that. Courtney Vandersloot wasn't touching
Okay.
that.
Ooh,
Courtney
that would
Vandersloot wasn't
Tim
touching that.
Pope. Oh, if them knees were still good, those knees would have held up. Just think. I just remember that 3-point shot when they laid off her. She was about to pass it. She said, "Oh,
Mhm.
you're not gonna stick me. Hold on, I'm just gonna."
Okay.
That's that shot. Oh, I love me some Nikki threes. I love Nikki. Nikki, we love you, girl. I miss
She
you,
had,
girl.
she had that crossover too. That's what I loved about it.
Nikki was just like straight from like the streets. She reminded me of the homegirls at Jackie Robinson. Eh.
You know what? But you remember when NBA Streets came out? I really feel like Nikki Teasley should have been on that game.
Yeah, like that's what the EA Sports need to do. Put like a legends or something. Like get all the
Like,
like the old school teams on there, like the
right, like they have the
97
classic
time.
rosters for the men's team. Can we get some classic rosters?
Can we get some for the women's? That's I didn't even play 2K all this year.
I don't like the shooting. Like it's hard shooting. We're not gonna talk about that. We can go with the next episode. So since you want to do that, go point guard route. I got my second one.
You quick on your feet. Let me hear it, please.
We'll go to
Go ahead, my dear.
Michelle Timms,
Okay, Timsy.
Penny Toller, Kim Pariah.
Penny Total was more like a shooting guard to me.
She was the point. Period. She was the point guard for us. She
I'm
was
gonna
the
go
one.
with Kim Pariah first because she was like that. She was that. She did everything. She was the quarterback on the court. Like, I mean, it's easy when you got like Tina Thompson, Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops, but she was like the coach on the court. So that's what they need to do. A documentary about like the dynasty of the Houston Comets. Can we get that? So Tim's is gonna be my second one. I'm gonna bench Tim because she just had heart. Like I would love to see Michelle Timms in her prime because I know she probably was real good. She probably was real shifty with it. And then the other one, who's the other one you said? Penny Toller. Penny, what to do, sis? Look, I'm just gonna say this, and maybe I'm a hater. She is the first person to score ever in WNBA, but I don't know why Penny Toller's number is in the rafters and Delisha Milton Jones is not in the rafter. Marati Mabika, Tamika Dixon. I mean, she was our GM for like forever, but that's the only thing I don't. Come on, Sparks. Retire number 8.
Oh. Shots fired. I mean,
I'm just saying, Delisha should have had her number retired already. At least Delisha, if you're not gonna do Mawadi and Tamika, at least Delisha should be up there.
I love Delisha.
I'm complaining too much, y'all. I don't usually complain like this, y'all.
he's fine. He was told a lot to all over the world.
Right, my nose is growing.
So I mean, you know what? That was good though.
We went a little long.
I see I still gotta step my game up when it comes to start bench cut with you because but you see I didn't fall for the Natalie Williams trap this time.
I was gonna say Lisa Leslie at first, but then I was like, no, let me throw her favorite Natalie. Oh, I should have did a Bruins edition. Put her, Michaela, and
save it for next time. Don't give me no glimpse.
No, because I already know you're gonna pick them two, and whoever I throw in there, you're
gonna because I mean Natalie Williams was that Natalie Williams was that for me. Like you cannot deny the fact that Natalie Williams was just a pure all-out athlete.
I mean, she
have you seen her play volleyball?
No, I seen her jump one time. I haven't.
Have you go and watch her? Go and watch volleyball.
I'm all right. And she left-handed. I bet you it was nice. I bet it was nice.
She used to wear this. She used to wear her ponytail with her little curly bang in the front.
The curl bang.
The curl bang. But Natalie Williams went on the play.
Natalie.
Her and and Bev Odin for Stanford. Oh, that people. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of Black women that pioneered the sport of volleyball. That we, I think that's my next project I'm gonna get on.
Okay.
That's my next project. Like that needs to put out there because it's a bunch of them. But you know what, Ref? I'm gonna honestly say this. I really did enjoy this episode. I mean, it
I
was
did. I had a good time. You know, I'm excited about the
had a,
season. I
had
can't
a
wait.
wardrobe malfunction, but you know, hey, you know, you live and you
You
learn.
used to it. I'm gonna call you Little Janet, but
Not little Janet.
Little Janet. All right, y'all. We'll holler. Hit y'all next week. Same place, same time. Look for us Facebook, Instagram. Oh no, we gotta do that part over because we ain't on Facebook. Huh? All right, y'all. See y'all next week. Same place, same time. Follow us on Instagram at Beauty in the Ref, Twitter,
At
and
Ref.
on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's somewhere
Like
down
and
here,
subscribe. Like
up
and
there,
subscribe.
maybe there.
Down here somewhere. And always know, baby, no excuses and beauty is an attitude. Bye, y'all.